Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so first things first. We have one field that does need to be sprayed, and I do want to clear these bales as well. That way we can, plant that if we decide to, which I think we should be able to make it there, I would hope. Oh yeah, we just have standards. So we'll be spending the first little bit here in the Massey. We'll do the spraying with it as well. For the time being, I'm just gonna bring the cotton bales and put them in the yard. That way, we can can replant this field if we want. Oh, don't roll! Don't roll! I didn't grab my weight. I gotta grab the weight. Oh, we'll get this picked up this time. There we go. Second time's the charm. We'll just place them in here for now, I think. Out of the way. And they're undercover this way as well, so they shouldn't get any rain or anything on them. Yeah, first things first, we'll get this field out here, the sunflowers sprayed. The big soybean field is ready. I don't think we'll do that this month. I think I instead want to focus on getting that field over there done and get this field here replanted. Get some of these fields replanted, and instead of having a bunch of fields that are waiting to be replanted or been waiting 3 months to be harvested, let's start working on the backlog, the things we should have did 2 months ago. We should actually do them now instead of continuing to put them off even longer. Spraying is one of those things you can't really do that with too much, because all of a sudden you gotta obviously use narrows then, or it's gonna be so late on that the crop is ready or something. Well, I know one thing for certain. I don't think we'll have to buy any more herbicide for the time being, and really for probably the rest of the series. 2,500 liters of herbicide when you have spot and spray, it's going to last a really long time. I'm pretty sure I filled this up once, and I don't know, we might have put a little bit more in there at one point or something, but I'm pretty sure we really haven't touched it in quite some time. Either this field has a lot of weeds, or it's just how sunflowers look. I think it's just how sunflowers look, honestly. Usually there's not that many more weeds compared to something else. Yeah, I think it's just how sunflowers look. I haven't planted sunflowers in quite some time, like a year in real life. Like, it's been a really long time. I think we might have did one sunflower harvest in Zolanka, which probably almost a year ago now. And I think we only did the harvest. I don't think we planted it. And first Survival Challenge we did it too, and that was probably a year ago. Well over a year ago. So it's been a while. It's not a crop I do that often. Really, it's kind of in that same boat as corn almost, where I primarily only do corn when I have a production that needs it, or Edgewater had it where you could put it in for total mix ration, stuff like that. Then, heck, I used it all the time, right? I always had a field of corn going, it seems. But when I'm just selling it directly, there's better crops to be had, and you got to buy a special header for it, so it's the extra cost in there versus already having the header for several different crops. Already, you don't have to worry about having to buy something new. Yeah, I think we should be able to get the field over there replanted. We can fill up the chicken's food at the same time. I think they're probably not getting low, but probably not too far out. Yeah, about 15,000. So we'd probably put 10,000 liters in there. I keep. Oh, milk is a little high. Did not notice that earlier. Then I at an okay price. We'll keep that in mind. I think we should make sure we get that sold. Doesn't take too long to do, so we'll just make sure that gets done. You know, before we go and make sure we fill up the chickens or something, we'll make sure we sell that, because otherwise they're going to hit the cap and stop producing, and that is not what we want. So that is something we'll have to make sure we get done, because otherwise, you know, we're not going to produce any milk, which is not what we want. I think we'll do one trailer load, which should be about 20,000 liters. I would think that should be good, though. Yeah, I did see it shows we missed some strips in here. I didn't see where that is. So, oh yeah, looks really good. Yeah, I did notice that when I went through after recording. I didn't see him, like, unless I'm blind or something, but I didn't see him. Like from far away, it looks like they're there. But when I drive through here, I don't see it. So yeah, I don't know. That might be a little bit of a visual glitch. Because you can see far away, you can see there's like a white spot that kind of slowly disappears as you get closer. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Just a bit of a visual thing. Alright, here we are with the milk. Get this sold. I'm not sure how much this is, but what, 47,000? No, 48,000. Yeah. Almost 50, or almost 49,000, but not too bad. Not too bad. Can't really complain. The price has seemed to be fairly good, at least every time when we've had to sell, so that's been a positive at least. But yeah, I'll race on back. We'll grab the John Deere harvester and start working on that barley field. Alright, so let's get the corn header dropped here. The header trailer is behind the oil mill. So we'll need that to get across the bridge. I'm actually going to unfold the harvester now. That way it's all ready to go once we get over there. We'll just have to rehook up the header again. Alright, we'll cross the bridge. Pretty tight fit with the harvester. Literally the only reason I bought the header trailer was to get to this field. But we really didn't have much other choice. The trees right next to the water there, I couldn't cut them down, even though we own the land on both sides. But I couldn't cut it down and then place my own bridge, and I certainly was not going to drive around the entire map practically just to drive around the water to make it to this field. The convenience of having the header trailer was worth it in that case. We'll get the barley going. I think we still have a decent amount in the silo, so it's not a huge concerned item to make sure we get done right away for chickens or anything, but it's nice to get it done regardless. But yeah, if all goes well, I think we'll do this harvest and then we'll hop right into the John Deere tractor and we'll plant this field and the cotton field we just harvested last time. So yeah, well, I think I'll go ahead and do a time lapse. So I'll text everyone once the time lapse is done.
Toxic, but it just don't feel right letting you go. But you play a game, I can't escape. I'm caught up in the middle. You're running through my head, and all the things we said, I wish I could forget.
Alright, this is the last strip for the barley harvest. We'll get this finished, then I'll have this empty into the semi. And I'll grab the John Deere, and we can start putting a new crop into this field. We'll have to back up into this actually. If that even works, honestly. Yeah, we'll just have to reverse and move this out of the way once we get back with the planer. I'll see if I can get the liquid fertilizer filled back up into this. It's always very finicky, so it's always been a bit of a problem. But I would think 65% should be enough for both of these fields, as long as we don't do something that doesn't have a variable seed rate or anything like that, or nitrogen level. Like, I think cotton does not have those, so we'll see if it wants to work this time. Otherwise, we should be good, and I can just sit here going back and forth until it eventually fills up off camera. Seeds work every time. It's this that does not seem to want to work all the time. Oh, there we go. There's a very, very certain spot in there that wants to be. Now, what should we put in here? That is the next question. We have some oats, right, to sell? That's out of olives? What? Oh, I don't know. Must have just be slowly moving over there shortly, but we have some oats, right? 22,000 liters. Maybe we'll do this field in oats. I wouldn't think we'd get more than 30,000 liters off of it, so we should still be able to sell it all into one load. We're basically just gonna have more to that one load. I don't think I'll do another one after that, because then we'll be... Oh yeah, this is definitely the last harvest in this field. This is, pH is looking a little low, so... We only did 2 harvests in this? Kind of surprised it's that low already. Usually I think loam is where you notice it first. I think this side of the field is loam. It's still a okay value. So yeah, this is going to be the last harvest in this field. Regardless, I'd like not to spend too much money on lime right now. Yeah, I think oats make sense in this, and then maybe sorghum in that one up there. That was the cotton field. I think those would make sense. Oh. We'll get this going. I didn't check how much barley we got from that, but I'll have to... Oh, good timing right now, I guess. 37,000, so pretty good, pretty good. Can't really complain, at least. Yeah, I'll fill up the chickens with that off camera, and then I'll put it in the silo. The barley is primarily for chicken food. It's not a crop I'm looking to sell, but obviously we'll have some extra. And then we'll sell that. But that'll be one of the last things we do. Yeah. Yeah, I think oats makes sense in this, then maybe sorghum in the other one up there. I think it would work out well. I would doubt we would get so much from this where it's gonna make it so we have 2 loads of oats. This is not the highest yielding land that we have. And that was a bigger field for the harvest, so we're just going to basically add to the amount that we'll be selling in, January, when that's up to be sold. I'll have to make sure and get the cows fed too off camera, because I know they're a little low. I think they would run out overnight otherwise. It's like the one thing I would hate to have happen. I prefer to make sure my cows have something to eat at least. Yeah, it's not total mixed ration like they would like, but it's some good quality hay, you know. Oh, it's something better than nothing. Yeah, looks like we'll miss just a little bit there. Not much, but it's just that little bit. Alright, now this is finished. We'll get this switched to sorghum. We'll have to wait for it to fold up all the way so we can get it across the bridge. Whoops. I'll have to check. I'll check the pH in the cotton field. I would hope it's not too bad. If it's at a bad level, then we would probably have to put some lime on it. But otherwise, if it's at an okay level, we'll keep going. Oh. Yeah, that was the one thing I didn't want to have happen. My worry was that we might have a couple other fields that may end up being like that too. I didn't check like the sunflower one. I probably should have checked that. It might be up for a pH bump, so hopefully I don't regret that one later, but we'll see. If it's only one or two fields that have a bad pH, we should be fine. It shouldn't hurt the environmental too much. I just don't obviously want all of the fields to have issues, because then we're gonna have a environmental bonus issue to there. So I shouldn't take this too long to go through here. Up here it must be fine. It's only adding 0.3, but down here it's going to go to almost 0.8 maybe. Maybe not. Oh, 0.625. Yeah, there we go. Almost 0.8. We may have to fill up in here once. Maybe. Most of the rest of this is going to be shorter, more narrow strips, so. Yeah, I didn't check the sunflowers. I really should have. Really should check that field. I'll check it right now, but we'll see. Okay. Ooh. For a second there, right here, it said bad. I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, the large majority of it is okay. Which is good. That shouldn't hurt the environmental bonus too much. It might be a little low, but the bad would definitely hurt it. So I think really, I don't think we should have to worry about any of the others, because that one has only had one harvest in it, the big soybean field there, and the one down there had it. Not this last. After this last harvest, but one before, I think, had some. Yeah. Yeah, the 400 liters would have not been enough. Need to be like 700, 800 almost. Yeah, 800. No, 900? 1,000? Like, what the heck? It kept going up and up. So yeah, we would have never made it all the way. Get some sorghum planted into it. Should be a really good yield. I mean, heck, should I put something else in it? Because I know it's going to be at the top tier yield, basically, with the pH being max. But it's kind of tempting. I put soybean. I'm gonna be putting soybeans in like so many other things, so it's. I hate to have so many fields with the same crop. I try to avoid that. I know the next harvest in that big field will likely be soybeans. Next one in that one down there probably be soybeans. So it's good to have something different. Mix it up a little bit. Alright, well, I think I'll go ahead and start a time lapse for this. Shouldn't take too long to get this field planted, so I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, we're almost done with the planting here. Just that little bit up top that was missed. Yeah, I don't see any mist down there, so it should be everything right here. I have to make sure you get these obviously sprayed next time as well, as I'm hoping to get that big soybean field out there harvested. That's going to be a long one, so we'll probably do some spraying early on and then just go full into that. But yeah, I'll double check that real quick, but looks good. Can't really complain. I'll get the combine and the semi-trailer and stuff back over here. You know, all the foods and stuff for the animals filled up. All that other stuff off camera, but anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.